Hello again, everyone. I'm Dr. J, and this is the WBER Alternative Milestones playlist for the week of May 3rd here on the only YouTube channel that matters. We just finished a long list of alternative milestones for last Sunday, and apparently May 3rd, 2005 must have been designated as Alternative Album Release Day because the last 8 songs you heard were all from albums celebrating their 15th anniversary milestones this past Sunday. Sloan was right there with All Used Up. That was one of 2 unreleased tracks that appear on their greatest hits album, A-Sides Win, singles 1992 to 2005. And I mentioned that there were a lot of Canadian bands in this week's playlist. Well, Sloan, unbeknownst to me until today, they're from Halifax, Nova Scotia, where I lived for 6 years, although I was there well before their time. Before that, Ryan Adams, the title track from his 6th album, Cold Roses. He actually released 3 albums in 2005. That was the first of those. And his first with his backing band, the Cardinals. From the Ravionettes and their 2nd album, Pretty in Black, we heard Love in a Trash Can. 9 Inch Nails with The Hand That Feeds, which was the lead single from their 4th album, With Teeth. They were supposed to perform that song at the 2005 MTV Video or Movie Awards, but they pulled out because MTV told them they couldn't use an image of President George Bush in their performance. And they got replaced by Foo Fighters for that. Before that, the first of 2 milestones this week for the band The Hold Steady. We heard Your Little Hood Rat Friend from their 2nd album, Separation Sunday. The Hold Steady is a new-to-me band, but they have some nice accolades in their history, video games and TV and movies. And one of those appearances was actually during the end credits of an episode of Game of Thrones, episode 3 of season 3, which, if you remember, is the episode that ends with Jaime Lannister getting his cut off. No spoiler alert needed there. Australian band The Go-Betweens before that. That was from their 9th and final album called Oceans Apart, also 15 years ago on Sunday. We heard the single Here Comes the City from that. Fall Out Boy from their major label debut. From Under the Cork Tree, we heard Sugar We're Going Down. Apparently, that major label wanted them to change the chorus of that song, saying it was too wordy and it would not get any radio play. Wrong! And the final album of that block of albums celebrating their 15-year milestones on Sunday was Amy Mann, her 5th solo album called The Forgotten Arm. And we heard the song Going Through the Motions from that. The Forgotten Arm is a boxing term. Amy Mann has an interest in boxing. And the Forgotten Arm is kind of a strategy where you only use one arm for a little while and your opponent kind of forgets that the other arm is there and lets a guard down a little bit, and then you bring the hammer with that forgotten arm. Let's see. And to start this set, we said happy 55th birthday to Simon Smith, who was the drummer for the band The Wedding Present from 1988 to 1997, and we heard the song Brass Neck from them. Up next, we have milestones from this past Monday, and we're starting off with the Pogues on the only YouTube channel that matters.